work them all. So today's task, hopefully, is to put the head back on and put it all back together and pretty much try to start it. And I know what some of you are probably thinking, why are you going through this effort if you're going to actually then eventually, do the work again. But I guess in my case it's probably a little bit of a psychological boost, if you like. I actually want to get this thing working so that way I can move it around, as I said in earlier videos, but it's also good to know that it's actually working. So first thing I'm going to do is drop some oil in each of the lifters, a little bit in the pistons. I've got the sump plug taken out with a bucket underneath to catch the oil runoff. So I want to, basically it's a little bit of a mini flush, if you will. So get any crud that's still left over flushed out. So I'll do that first. So I've got the copper gasket kit, which I'll be using obviously, and the spray Hylomar, which I'll be coating both sides of the copper gasket with. So apparently I spray it and wait like 5 minutes till it tacks, and then I'll put it onto the block first, and after I've put it on the block then I'll put the head on. What I'm going to do though is I've got these old head bolts which I've used, and there's the one that I use as a thread chaser. So what I'm thinking of doing is cutting the heads off of these and putting them on the block so they can act as a guide, because this thing's quite heavy, and by the time I try to put it on there, the gasket's going to move all over the place and all that. So I'll go ahead and cut these off. I'll put them on the block, then I'll spray that, put that in through, and then I'll put the head last. So I've got 3 of these guide bolts in here that I was talking about. I've just cleaned all that up. Yes, the chambers have still got a bit of oil in there, which means that obviously when it comes time to starting, it'll smoke a bit. Suffice to say that goes like that. Never ever put one of these gaskets on before. Shit. And of course I'm stuffing it up as I'm doing it. But anyway. Yes sir. This is why I got these supports, because there's no way I would have been able to do that without them. Alright, I think that's fine. Nothing seems to be caught. Okay. Next step is to slightly oil the threads and start putting them in, the outer ones, and then I'll put the rocker on and then put the relevant center ones in there as well. Wow. So I'm just putting in the stubby ones. Just lightly oiling the threads. So remember, I actually put this on here to support it. So I just got to make sure that when I drop it in, I drop it onto that dowel there, and I then use the head bolts to secure the position of them. Of course, these ones have got the dowels on the ends here, so that'll secure it all there. It's just a matter of getting it out of here and onto there without the whole thing springing apart. Right, so obviously before doing that, I need to put the push rods in, which are in order. So what I'll do is I'll grab the push rod, just give it one more last bit of a clean. And I have to look inside to make sure that I've located it. And it's kind of easy to feel it, because it's almost like a little bit of a suction going on there when the two ends meet. So now I've secured the rocker assembly. I thought I might as well do that because I really don't want to risk the whole thing springing apart. And I'll put that on. It's a bit tricky. Okay. So what I've done is made sure that all the adjusters were pretty much fully extended, because you can see here in this case it's already pretty much touching anyway. So now I just make sure that I am careful to locate the okay, and I'm just doing everything up pretty much hand tight first. And I've noticed as I've been adding things in and so on, the head bolts loosen up again.